lot of people are asking me kung ano yung process ko when it comes in copywriting, how to improve, how to deliver what I promised to my client. Well, in fact, there's no such thing as exact answer to that kasi it always depends on the learning curve ng isang tao and absolutely the way kung paano ka mag-take action. But let me tell you, there is at least for me a guide na sinusunod for me to be able to improve at the same time, deliver what I promise to my client. So I'm gonna teach you right now the 4 tips that will help you grow and become better when it comes on copywriting. So here's the tip number 1.
The first step to becoming an effective copywriter is to understand your target market well. It's a common mistake to think that most of your write-up will come from your knowledge alone. A well-researched copy can give you the best outcome for your clients and the goal of your write-up. It might be you're suggesting that they subscribe to your channel, sign up for a membership, or even direct selling to them. Remember, a good copywriter spends time researching and understanding the market. It means that 80% to 90% of a good copy will come from quality research.
And yes, you are right if you are guessing that in copywriting, research is a king. It's absolutely true. Kasi if you don't know how to research, then there's no way that you can improve your write-up. At the same time, formulate the best stories as well as approach para makuha mo yung sympathy ng mga reader mo, watchers, or listeners mo the way kung paano mo gagamitin yung copywriting. And in fact, when I started my copywriting journey, one of the best tools na ginagamit ko, whether you believe or not, is the notebook as well as the pen. It's actually gives me a conditioning when it comes on researching that anytime that I want, I'm just only gonna use my phone and then jot down everything that is important and then later on, craft the whole story of my copy. The next tip is this.
Related to tip number 1, you must understand how your client thinks about the market. You might have the research as a source, but your client has their perspective about it. Your client might know your target well than what you think. To do that, you must learn how to perform two-way communication effectively. One of the best practices I do is I send a series of questionnaires related to my target market and ask my client to answer it for me. It's not only saving my time, but it also creates 95% accuracy of the write-up using my client's words. It creates a good impression, and most of the time, zero refund. It's giving me a minimal effort like I'm writing through my client's mind. Sounds great, isn't it?
Alright, so for some apparent reason, when you are researching, hindi lang exactly kailangan general term ang nire-research mo. Kagaya ng sinabi ko dun sa tip number 2 na binigay ko sa'yo, most likely, one of the best way on how to actually perform and deliver the results para sa client mo is to understand kung ano yung pagkakaintindi nila sa mismong target market nila. And the best way to do it is to actually get their opinion about it. And that's why it requires you to send a series of questionnaires para makuha mo yung opinion ng client mo. And here's the tip number 3.
Assuming that you already have all the research you need, you will start to draft what is necessary for your copy to make it engaging and hypnotic. To do that, you must understand the fundamentals of copywriting. Learning the basics of copywriting is a must. You can't jump straight to advanced write-up without knowing how to use the basics. When you are all set with the foundation, it's time for you to audit and edit your write-up. Auditing your copy is different from editing. Auditing focuses on internal elements of your copywriting, while editing focuses on the external aspects of your write-up, such as grammar and writing rules. Auditing is easy but hard to find from the open source. It means you cannot Google it. It can only be taught by someone who had the experience. One suggestion I have is to look after my masterclass. Copy auditing is included inside, plus the advanced knowledge of copywriting and ad scaling. But this is only for those who are serious learning the in-depth knowledge of copywriting.
Alright, so you probably heard the tip number 3 and medyo as of this moment, medyo na I would say na-excite ka na at least nagkakaroon ka ng idea that copywriting is not that hard as what you think. And the only question left madalas na nare-receive ko personally is that mahina sila sa English or mahina sila sa grammar. You know what? When you are a baby, there are basic things that we need to learn. Diba? It's how to walk, how to read, how to talk, and most likely how to write. So everyone by nature alam magsulat. The only difference is that medyo mas nagiging familiar ka sa English communication, maybe because that you are putting some effort when it comes on your English subject during your education time. But let me tell you something really important. Hindi mo kailangan ng sobrang galing sa grammar. And in fact, there is a software na ginagamit para doon. And there's so many softwares out there na pwede kong i-recommend. But one of those things na ginagamit ko is more likely itong tip number 4.
Well, everyone is worried about grammar and some writing rules. You don't need to. There are a list of software that you can use to help you learn fast and improve your grammar. Easy as pointing your mouse and clicking it. One of the software I'm talking about is Grammarly. I've been using this software for more than years now and it never failed me. Like you, I'm an average guy and not a native writer. However, Grammarly helped me win in my games. It helped me with my copywriting needs. It even helped me with my marketing funnels and daily activities such as posting and also composing scripts. It's easy to use. You can start for free and upgrade later when you are ready. I'll post a separate tutorial on how to use Grammarly, so there will be no reason for you not to learn copywriting.
Alright, so after hearing those 2 cents na binigay ko sa'yo about how to specifically grow when it comes on copywriting, you can definitely start your journey. But on my final verdict, I would like to say this most likely to you, lalo na kung gusto mong tahakin yung journey ng pagiging highly paid copywriter. You know what? The most important part of being a copywriter is not to actually stay on the learning curve, but rather become more an action taker at the same time resourceful. The reason kung bakit ko sinasabi yun is simply because walang pera when it comes on learning, but merong pera when it comes on action. And if you started at least apply the knowledge na natutunan mo sa copywriting, meron kang makukuhang client when it comes to that particular industry. And the only thing that you need to understand is to apply the knowledge and tips na tinuro ko ngayon. And from there, you can start getting experience and get paid to run their business as well. So if you haven't watched the tutorial that I made for you how to get a client, I'm gonna post the link on the description below so that you will understand and you can start getting clients using your copywriting skill. So I hope that you've learned something today, and it's my favorite time to drink coffee right now. That's why I'm drinking coffee and I cannot hold back anymore dahil for me, it's one of those good things, consider as my pastime drinking coffee. So hopefully, i-implement mo lahat ng learnings na natutunan mo today, and thank you so much for watching this video.